Hey everyone, it's Cameron Lyons. Welcome back to another Project Life Process video. First of all, I have to apologize for the length of time it's been since I posted my last video. I was studying for all my tests, but midterms are over for a couple days, so I was able to work on this video. So let's get started on the spread. The first thing I'm going to do is arrange all my photos in a way that I feel is pleasing. Uh, right now I'm arranging it because I really like that card on the left there that says there's only one thing more precious than our time, and I'm trying to incorporate it because it's the back of a card from last week, but you'll see it doesn't end up making the cut. So first thing I'm going to do is work on my title card. So I'm going to grab my mega date stamp for the second week in a row and stamp the date January 22nd and January 28th on some white cardstock, which I will then cut out and paste on that paper. And there's something I really have a problem with using this mega date stamp in stamping it straight. Like, it inks up fine, I can turn the levers fine, but I just always stamp it so crooked, and I don't know if there's any tips for making it straight, but if you know how to stamp straight, I would like to know. Or maybe it just comes with practice and I'll get better at it eventually, but it's always a little bit crooked. It's annoying, but so first of all here I'm going to cut it out, and then I really like how that looks. I'm just going to add a black outline to kind of make it more grounded, less like it's floating. If you watch Amy Gretchen, you'll know she does this all the time and she says those exact words. So definitely inspired by her. And I cut it a little tight on the left side so the line kind of goes off the edge, but you can't really tell, so I don't mind that. And the next thing I'm going to do uh, is glue it down, and then later I'll come back and add some staples for an extra embellishment. So I grabbed over this title card. It was from a paper pad I have. I forget the name of it, but I just really love the colors and I think it went really well with my photos and that journal card I had picked for the bottom right there. So it tied everything together really nicely, even though it's not necessarily what I would have used. So for embellishment on my 4x6 photos, I grabbed these label stickers from the Studio Calico Summit Documenter Kit. This one says "Love It," and I really like the color, matches my mom's scarf, so I'm just going to do a couple lines of journaling about the photo. And I'm going to grab one that says "Life Lately" for that picture, the hospital picture, because we spent a lot of time at the hospital this weekend, so it summarizes that really nicely, and also the colors match as well. And then I think I like the label stickers, but I think they look a little bit empty or like they're standing alone. So I'm going to go through my chipboards and try and find something to match it. So I grab this one. It says "Love You Good," and I'm just comparing it to see if it matches that flare or if it matches the title card. And I think it does, and I think it goes with the photo nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it down. And then I want to mimic that same kind of rectangle shape on the bottom left photo. So on the same chipboard set, there's actually a just black and white diagonal stripe chipboard, and I think it matches the style of the first chipboard and also matches that diagonal stripe on the journal card in the bottom left or bottom right. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it down. And here I'm going to add the staples. And my second staple, I don't know what happened to it. It kind of was raised up, like it didn't staple through all the way, but once it goes into the pocket, you can't tell, so it's not a big deal at all. And then I'm going to slide in my 4x6 photos because I know I'm done with them. And I'm going to just check through the rest of my chipboards to see if there's anything else I want. I hesitated on this one. It's from Ali Edwards' Brave Story Kit because it really went well. Like, the sentiments went well with the week. So I was thinking I should be able to use something from it, but the design didn't really match. So I decided to skip over it. So I decided no more chipboard. I should be done with that. So I go ahead and put them away. And so I'm going to attach this flare piece. This is also from the Studio Calico Summit Documenter Kit. It's just a turquoise and teal heart, and it's really cute going on that journaling card. And it says, the journal card says, "I love and you love and we love yesterday and today and tomorrow." And I really love that sentiment, and I think it goes really well with the story I want to tell on that journal card. So now I'm just going through my stamps. I would like to use some stamps for embellishment on that picture of my sister, as well as potentially on the journal card. Here I am. I pulled out the Brave stamp set because, again, I thought I could be able to use it. Uh, and I actually put it up top because I was going to stamp one of the sentiments on the title card, but as I was going through the spread, I totally forgot about it, so I might go back and add it in. Um, yeah, I moved it to the side when I was working on the other cards, and I just never got to it. So the first one I pull out here is the heart. Doesn't really work for me, so I pull out this stuff story kit instead, and I'm looking at that one that says collect moments, not things, and I think I'm going to end up using that one. So I realized that time card wasn't going to work, so I pulled in a different Studio Calico card to fill it. It says we were together and I forget the rest, and that also sums up the week really well because a lot of family came to visit, so I decided it was alright to switch it out. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that stamp I selected, and to be honest, it's not my favorite. I don't really like that font that Ali Edwards has. It's kind of like worn. I much prefer her handwriting or something, but it it's fine. It's not going to bother me in 10 years, but it might bother me a little bit now. But it's no big deal. I just wish that it had it in a handwritten font. Um, so that picture, you can see my face has like a heart sticker over it because I look really stupid in it, but I want to remember that story of me and my cousin Dylan eating the hospital food that they brought us, like extra trays. So I just put a sticker over it on Snapchat and then decided to go ahead. And now I'm going to work on the journaling. It was really tough journaling because my great grandma actually had a stroke this week, so she was in the hospital, and all the family came to visit her because we figured it was getting close to the end. So I'm glad I had that extra space to just write everything, and I decided not to underline it because I thought it would look a little too crowded, so I just left it blank. And then I'm going to grab a little heart wood veneer to put on top of this card so it's not too plain, and then that card is going to be done. And the very last thing I'm going to do for the third week in a row is cut this picture to 3x3 and add an inch of cardstock for journaling. And maybe you're getting tired of seeing it, but I just think it looks so nice in the album. It breaks up the picture, all those 3x4 pictures, and it allows me to add just a little bit of journaling. Like I wouldn't want to say more than 4 lines of journaling about this picture anyways, so, and it allows me to stamp the date, and it just looks really nice. It's an embellishment in its own way, so even though I do it a lot, I really like it a lot, so I guess that makes sense. So that's just a picture from my Overwatch game with my spray and my friend's spray. I thought it was really cute, so I decided to add it in there. And once I finish the journaling, I'm just going to underline it and call it good. So the camera cuts off, so I'll talk to you guys in just a second. Hey guys, sorry the camera cut off there, but this is actually the completed spread for week number 4. So thanks for watching. I really like how this one turned out, and I'll see you guys soon.